I see a lot of good men struggle with relationships and finding good women. Usually it's because they gave up on dating, because people took them for granted, and now they don't believe it's possible. But I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely possible. You just have to change your mindset about it, and I can help you with that.
Over time, men began paying attention to outcomes rather than promises. Between legal realities and shifting expectations, the incentive structure looks uneven. When the odds don't make sense, opting out becomes a rational choice.
So I saw this interview of a guy asking a girl what she brings to the table, and her response is exactly why men are tired of dating. She basically said she doesn't have to bring anything to the table and got offended that he even asked her that question. This entitled mindset is why men are walking away from dating. Here's what I realized. Men have been taught since birth how to treat women, but we as women are taught our entire lives how to be treated by a man, not how to treat a man. Like, think about it. From the time we're little girls, we're told what we deserve, what we should expect, what standards we should have, but nobody teaches us what we should give, how we should support, or what we should contribute. Men from a very early age learn about respect, providing, protecting, leading, and making a woman feel valued. But what are women learning? How to receive, demand, expect, and be catered to? We're taught that we're queens who deserve to be worshipped, but nobody teaches us how to be the type of woman worth worshiping. And the dating advice women get from other women is so toxic. We have this mentality, if he won't, then someone else will. So if he won't pay for your dates or buy you expensive gifts or treat you like a queen, then guess what? Someone else will. Like, that's basically the dating advice for women, and it's so messed up. Like, imagine if the roles were reversed and men were like, if she can't cook or won't clean or support or respect me, then someone else will. Women would lose their freaking minds. And then y'all would start calling that toxic masculinity. We've literally created a generation of women who think they deserve everything while bringing absolutely nothing to the table. And then we wonder why men are walking away from dating altogether. Men are expected to have money, a career, a car, a house, emotional intelligence, leadership skills, the ability to provide and protect. But when they ask what women bring, suddenly that's offensive. Meanwhile, men are working on themselves, building their careers, focusing on their fitness and finances, learning how to be a better partner. And what are women doing? Complaining that there are no good men while refusing to become good women. The dating advice for women has become what can you get, not what you can give. It's about finding someone who serves you, not someone you can serve alongside. And here's the contradiction that nobody wants to talk about. Us women can't say, get rid of the patriarchy, and then expect men to give you patriarchal privileges. You can't demand equality and then still expect men to pay for everything, approach you first, and provide for you. We want to tear down traditional gender roles when it benefits us, but keep them when they serve us? That's not equality. That's having your cake and eating it too. And then we act shocked when men choose to focus on themselves instead of dealing with entitled, demanding women who offer nothing but expect everything. This is why men are going their own way. This is why they're choosing peace over relationships. We literally made dating not worth their time or energy. You can't expect to receive what you're not willing to give. Like attracts like, so become the person you want to be with. Stop asking what men can do for you and start asking what you can do for them. That's how you become irreplaceable.
From the beginning, the lessons were uneven. Men were instructed on effort and obligation, while women were encouraged to focus on outcomes and standards. The imbalance was subtle, but the effects were predictable.
Girls put guys in the friend zone.
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like talking.
This is exactly why there's so many men that are just done dating, because if they're a good man, they're being told that they're too nice by this type of woman. And her advice is playing toxic games like not texting her back. Good men don't want that. But what they're being forced to do is weave through this toxic craziness and trying to stay true to themselves, all while hoping that by the time that they do find their match that is also of healthy mindset, that they're ready for her, which is easier said than done.
For most of us, character is the foundation. Respect, humor, and consistency. If that doesn't resonate, there's no need to force it. Staying single is a better option than reshaping yourself to meet shifting expectations.
If you're not dating for marriage, like, what are you dating for?
Well, do you think you can't have a lifelong girlfriend and have kids?
No, I think that's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because why would you stay with someone but not also just go ahead and marry them then if you plan on staying with them forever? Like, what's the problem?
Well, I mean, this is the solipsism. So you're saying, why would a woman do that? I get for you, maybe you don't like the deal, but I think it's a better deal for me to not get married. So convince me that I should get married.
Because you want to date other people, like, in your lifetime? You don't want to, like, just only be with one person?
Do I need to get married to stay with somebody for the rest of my life?
No.
Okay.
Are you worried about the liability or repercussions?
Yes.
So you wouldn't.
I am concerned about the liabilities.
So you wouldn't love somebody enough to make that commitment?
I can just reverse this onto you. Why can't she love me enough to not get married?
I guess.
So your argument falls apart.
Marriage as a concept hasn't disappeared, but its execution looks different. In some cases, the agreement feels less like cooperation and more like risk management. Words rarely change overnight. They evolve with incentives.
I don't want to get married. There's no benefit to that.
What? You're not going to get married? Josh.
But why? What's the point of getting married? I have to pay $50,000 to get married for what?
Excuse me?
When he responded with, "For what?" the silence that followed told the whole story. Not every point needs elaboration to be valid.
Why aren't men getting married anymore? It's not because they hate love or they're against love. It's because the system is actually stacked against them. In 1960, 72% of adults were married, and today it's barely 50%. And among men under 30, it's pretty much nowhere. Here's why. Divorce courts, they'll take all of the man's money, they'll take the kids, they'll take the house. 90% of child custody goes to women, and men pay millions in child support and alimony every year. Then there's the happy wife, happy life culture where men sacrifice everything to keep the peace. Meanwhile, if a man wants traditional roles, it's labeled as toxic. So men naturally ask themselves, what is the upside? And for a lot of guys, there isn't one. It's not that men in general hate commitment. They hate commitment to a system that is designed to punish them for existing. Till marriage becomes a partnership and not a legal liability, men will continue to keep saying, no thanks. Do you think men are right to walk away from the thought of marriage, or do you think that marriage is still worth it? Let me know in the comments.
These men want you to meet them where they're at, which is in the pits of hell or at a local coffee shop. And I'm not doing it. I'm not interested. Also, a walk date is like beyond me. I'm not getting my 10K steps in with you, sir. I don't give a fuck to do that. I view that as a low effort date. I don't want to meet a man that's showing low effort.
So gentlemen, is going on a coffee date the pits of hell to you? Do you think going on a walk with a woman means that you're low value and that you don't have worth? Well, let's discuss this. Ultimately, men are pushed to perform, they're pushed to become something they're not. And really and truly and ultimately, you are going to end up with someone, and the excitement will be when you're old and grey, going on a 10K walk and having coffee at a coffee shop. So why wouldn't you start there? But ultimately, it's not about performance, it's not about instant gratification, and it's not about grand gestures. What it's about is somebody that's genuinely wanting to connect with you. They want to find out about you. Does she love coffee? Let's go to a coffee shop. Does she love like sunset walks? Is she into cooking? Let's go to a cooking class. Does she like play? Let's, go to this new adventure thing that's to do with play. A man that's invested in you will be attuned to you. He will want to find out when was the happiest time of your life. What was your best date you've ever gone on? He will in tune to you and create something unique with you. For if you think the pits of hell isn't being taken out by a man who's got a Ferrari and taking you to the best restaurant like he's doing to every other woman, you're highly mistaken. It's not the money invested into you, it's the time, it's the effort, and it's the attunement. So men and women, please don't lose hope. You are valued by your creativity. You are valued by angels out there that want to know about you and your soul and want to create an experience that's magical, that can be created from nothing. If you can't afford to take a woman to a fancy restaurant, it doesn't mean you don't have value. It just means you can create something different and magical, and the right woman will love you for it. I love you, you've got this.
It's not surprising more men are stepping back from dating. Somewhere along the line, simple gestures like a coffee or a walk were labeled as inadequate. What used to be about conversation and connection now feels like an evaluation of status. When effort is measured by spending instead of substance, the focus shifts from compatibility to performance. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.